If you're anything like me, you love to wear your hair curly and you love those beach waves, but it's fall and winter, so we need to embrace the new trend, and that is beautiful, sleek hair. So today I want to show you 3 ways that I like to wear my hair for everyday hair that is a little more sleek and a little more on trend for this cold winter fall season. So let's get started. Okay, so to start these looks, I started by blow drying my hair with a round brush, and I have a video on that, so be sure to check that out if you want some tips on how to blow dry your hair and give it a little more volume. So first I'm going to start with showing you guys how I like to straighten my hair. A lot of you guys ask when I wear my hair straight how I get it to look the way I get it to look. I use this flat iron, it's a Chi. There are a lot of really good brands. You just need to make sure to look into them so that you're not going to get one that will be damaging to your hair. Something else that I use is argan oil to protect my hair and add a little bit more shine. So I'm going to start by applying that. I just use about that much. And I'm just going to apply that from my ponytail down. And I use this argan oil when I get out of the shower. I put it on my hair. After I blow dry it, I put it on my hair. If I let my hair, sit for a while, then I'll put a little bit more on there. I love this oil because it really absorbs into your hair, so don't worry about using too much. Just make sure you get it through the ends really good, not so much through the top of your hair because you don't want it to look oily, but I do like to make sure to get those layers around my face and add a little bit of shine to the top. So once I'm done applying that oil, I'm going to start by sectioning off my hair. That's going to make sure that all of your hair is straight to give it more of that sleek look. So I'm going to start by sectioning this bottom layer. I'm just going to clip that up. And then I'm just going to start straightening my hair. And on the bottoms, I'm just going to barely give it a slight turn under. I don't want it to look really curled under, but I don't want it to look bone straight. So I'm just going to slightly bend those ends. Just like so. And then move on to the next section. So depending on how thick your hair is will determine how many different layers that you're going to use. Just make sure that with each layer it's not too thick, because if it's too thick you're going to have to go over that piece over and over again, and you don't want to do that. That's going to damage your hair. So just make sure that it's about that thick so that you can be sure to get that really, really straight. And I have some layers here in the front, so I'm just going to give those a slight bend as well. All right, moving on to the next section. So with each layer, when you get done straightening the back, be sure to look with a mirror at the back of your hair because it's hard to tell if you have all of those bumps out and you can't really feel. So be sure to check that to make sure that you have that sleek look in the back and that you don't have any bumps. Right, the last layer. Okay, so once your hair is all straightened If you're anything like me, you need a little more volume. My hair is pretty lifeless without any curls in it, so I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I like to add a little more volume to my hair. And the first thing that I like to do is add a little bit of flat iron spray. I also did a video with my mom talking a little bit more about how to get big hair. So I'm going to show you really quickly how I use this. And we're going to section our hair off once again. And if you like this technique and you want to use it, you can use it while you're going through layer by layer and do this, then you don't have to go back through and section off your hair. I'm just going to show you a couple pieces. Clip that back. Okay, so we're just going to take a section of hair. Add some flat iron spray. Right there through the root. Take your flat iron and just grab that. And that's just gonna create a little bubble right there. So when I was doing that, I'm taking the flat iron and I'm lifting it up and out so that it just brings that up, just like that. And when I do this on my hair, like I said before, you can do it through the layers, and I like to start down pretty far so that it helps build that as it goes up, rather than just trying to add volume to the top of your hair. You're going to need it from down below so that it helps support that volume up on top. This works really good on long hair, but even better if your hair is short. It's amazing. So I definitely recommend doing this if you need some volume in your short hair too. Now with this last layer, I'm not going to add the flat iron spray right there. I'm just gonna leave that to fall over just in case it gets piecey or weird. You want that to just softly lay on top of that. But you can kind of see the difference. And it would be a little bit more if I would have started down below, but I just wanted to show you one option. And I'm going to show you another way that I get a little bit more volume on the other side. And that is by using this ratting comb. And like I said before, I'm gonna start down lower. So right here, about even with my ear. And I'm just gonna rat it a little bit. If you don't have a comb like this, it's fine. You can use any comb. Just be sure when you're ratting or back combing your hair that you are very soft because you can break your hair off. Move to the next section. Add a little bit of hairspray. So on this top section of hair, I'm going to lightly back comb. I don't want it to look ratty or yucky right through there. So just very lightly back comb and be sure to smooth that out. Okay, so that is how I add a little bit of volume to my straight hair. And of course you're gonna wanna do this look all around your head so that it's even everywhere and you have volume everywhere. So I don't feel ready unless I have a little wave in my hair. So let's move on to look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, I'm just going to add a slight wave here in the front of my hair. And I'm just gonna do that with my flat iron once again. If you want to use a curling iron, you can. You just want to create a soft wave so that you have this straight sleek hair in the back and just a little something around your face. I'm just gonna grab those front pieces. I'm just gonna start here at the root and gently pull that back. I don't wanna create a curl, just more of a wave. And I'm going to do this in sections. I'm gonna take this next section down just above my ear. We're gonna pull that. Okay, and I like to grab some hair here from underneath so that it gets all that hair all the way down. I'm grabbing that hair down here. And again, pull that back, barely turning that flat iron to create those waves there in the front. So you still have that straight sleek hair. That's just gonna give you a little more volume around your face and add a little bit more to that straight hair. All right, and that is it for look number 2. And I'm always going to love my curls. So I'm going to show you guys a way that you can just soften those curls for this fall beautiful sleek hair. So let's move on to look number 3. So I just got done curling my hair like I did on my video for my everyday curls. When you curl your hair after it's straight, it is going to give it more of a soft curl. So if you want to do that, it is more like of a sleek, pretty curl rather than a beachy wave. But if you're wanting to go one step farther, which I've been doing this fall season and I've been loving, is we're going to use our flat iron just to make those curls a little bit more soft. And if some of those curls are soft, kind of like these ones around my face, all I'm going to do is grab those ends that are curly and then just straighten them. So just go through your hair and any little ends that you can see, just straighten them. If you have really curly pieces like this one, you can lightly go over that whole curl to just make that a little bit more wavy, a little softer curl for fall, and then just straighten that end. That's all we're going to do to kind of change that curl up a little bit. I actually love this curl for any time of year too. I just feel like it's a different way to curl your hair rather than the ways that we see all of the time. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit of hairspray. And at this point, if you feel like your curls look a little bit dry, you could also add a little bit more argan oil, kind of work that all through your hair. That's gonna add a little bit more shine, make it look a little more sleek and beautiful. So you can do whatever you would like to finish off this look. And that is it for my look number 3. I hope that you guys were able to follow along with me while I showed you 3 ways that I will be wearing my hair this fall and winter season. If you try any of these looks, I would love to see them on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.